My husband and I have been trying to have kids for 3 years. After my third miscarriage, the doctors told me carrying a baby wasn't safe for me anymore. We looked into surrogacy, and my coworker mentioned her cousin Brittany was interested. Brittany was 29, already had 2 kids, and needed the money. We met her twice, signed all the paperwork, and agreed on everything. Payment plan, doctor visits, boundaries. It all seemed simple. The first weird thing happened right after the pregnancy test. Brittany texted my husband a photo of the positive test. Just him, not me. I had to ask him to see it. When I asked why she didn't send it to both of us, she said she forgot my number even though we'd been texting for weeks about appointments. I let it slide because I figured she was excited and my husband just happened to text her first that day. Then came the doctor appointments. Brittany started scheduling them during my work hours. My husband works from home, so he has a flexible schedule. She'd send him the appointment times and he'd go with her. The first time it happened, I said I could take off work, but she said it was just a quick checkup and not worth me losing hours. The second time I offered again and she said the same thing. By the 4th appointment, I stopped offering because it was clear she didn't want me there. My husband didn't think it was strange. He said she probably felt more comfortable with one person in the room, and he had the time anyway. I tried to explain that I should be the one going since I'm the mom, but he said I was overreacting. Then the spending started. We gave Brittany a credit card for baby things and medical expenses. She was supposed to text us before buying anything over $50. Instead, she started charging random stuff. A $300 massage because her back hurt. A $200 prenatal yoga membership. New maternity clothes every other week even though we already bought her a whole wardrobe. When I asked her about it, she said everything was for the baby's health and I was stressing her out by questioning her. At 6 months, she sent my husband a list of baby names. Only to him. I found out when I saw it open on his laptop. I looked at the list and half the names were awful. I deleted it and sent her a message saying we'd already picked names. She called my husband crying, saying I was controlling and shutting her out of the process. He actually apologized to her. Last week, she invited us over to discuss some things. Her mom was there too, which should have been my first clue this was about to go sideways. Brittany sat us down and pulled out a list she'd written on notebook paper. She said there was confusion about expectations and she wanted to clear things up. First thing on the list was the baby names. She said since she was carrying the baby, she should get to pick the middle name at least. Second was money. She wanted the credit card limit raised and a weekly cash allowance for groceries and gas. Third was time with the baby after birth. The original agreement was she'd see the baby once a month for the first year if she wanted. Now she wanted weekly visits and to babysit whenever we needed it. Fourth was the delivery room. She said only my husband should be there because the hospital has a 2-person limit and she needed him there for support. I sat there staring at this list. My husband looked confused but didn't say anything. Her mom jumped in and said Brittany had been so stressed because I kept undermining her and making her feel like an incubator instead of a person, that I didn't appreciate the sacrifice she was making, that I should be grateful she was giving us this gift. I stood up. I looked right at Brittany and said she needed to stop acting like she was my husband's wife and this was their baby, that she was our surrogate, that we appreciated her but she was crossing lines and excluding me from my own child. I reminded her we had a contract, that she agreed to terms, that this wasn't her baby to make decisions about. Brittany started crying. Her mom started yelling at me, saying her daughter put her body through hell for us, and I was treating her like garbage. My husband finally spoke up and asked me to sit down and calm down. That made it worse. I told him he'd been letting this happen for months. I grabbed my purse and left.